Hi everyone, welcome for this new video. So I've decided for this episode to integrate React Navigation to be able to have both the flat list and section list configuration in the application and provide a little bit more structure to our project. So what I have done to save some time basically is to install React Navigation, yarn add React Navigation, React Native gestion handler, yarn add React Native gestion handler, link the native dependencies, and did a little bit of setup for the iOS side, even if we don't need it for this project, but better to go through the whole installation. Then I have deleted my node modules, clean the cache, and reinstall all dependencies in my project. So therefore now, so that's the only thing that I have changed since the last video. So now I have, in terms of dependencies, I did React Navigation, React Native gestion handler, and that's it. So, principle to add React Navigation. So the way I structure things is so by adding some folders. I already have a components folder for my custom component. I'm going to add a router component where I will have an index.js file that will be the starting point of my router. So here it will be very simple route setup, so I'm not going to create several files, but sometimes I do create several components and use this index.js as the center of my router. But this won't be the case here. So I have my router, then I will need to get screens folders. And I know that in this screens folder, I will also have an index.js that I will use to regroup all the export of my screens. So the idea will be to have a flat list with a list of venues that we have earlier in the series. And from this list of venues, using the so going back to app.js, so going back and using the open action here to navigate to a screen that will provide more details about the venue itself with the menu information that we see here in this section list. So in terms of screens, I will have my VenueList, and I will have a second screen, sorry, that will be my VenueDetails, like so. Just to go faster, I'm just going to copy paste everything. We'll come back to that right after. But this will be the information that I will have here. Then I can basically delete everything that I've got from here. Just to clean up, so I don't need section list components. I don't need the actions for the flat list. I don't need any state at all, at least here. So I can remove that. I can remove that as well. And I can remove that as well. And basically here, what I'm just going to import my router. And the router folder, like so. And this is just going to be these simple components. Much simple, much more simple. So this is done. Next, so fixing the import of my screen. So I'm going to import the VenueList from the VenueList file. Import the VenueDetails screen. VenueDetails file, like so, and export both. List VenueDetails. Great. So this is ready. This is ready. Now going back to, I'm going to start with the VenueList first, and go back to what we used to have earlier. So all section related variables should be removed. I don't need the section header anymore. I keep the actions. The item will be the item component imported earlier. The data will be the venues, like so. So I think that we are good to go here. This is fine. Actions are fine for now. The state is fine. I don't need this imports anymore here. Great. And I just need to fix the import of these two components. Like so to access, because now I am one level down, so I need to go one level up to access the components folder. Okay, so I believe the VenueList is fine. So now just to create our first, to create a stack navigator, so I'm going to import create a container and create stack navigator from React navigation. Okay. Like so. And I'm going to export very simple route. So export, I'm just going to make it in line here. So export default will create app container, should be the root of everything. And this create app container takes one argument that will be stack navigator. And the stack navigator, so we'll have to start with the list of stacks of screens. So I will start with the VenueList that I need to import here. So importing VenueList, and while I'm here, the VenueDetails screen as well. From the screens folder, like so. So here should be good to go. One thing, I need to rename this, I forgot. Okay. Let's import it. Let's see where it brings us. VenueDetails.js, okay. Something like that. Or maybe I just comment out this. Okay, so now we see the header from React navigation, so what I can do. But at least we know it's working. Let's reduce the margin top here to make it nicer. Great. So now I have my flat list, but within React navigation, let's put VenueDetails into life. So within VenueDetails, so basically I don't need my actions. I don't have actions here for now. I don't need the state either. I remove all this. For now, I will choose item component, Axios. I need the section list, I don't need the state here, at least for now. Okay, so here the actions, I can remove them. Sections header will be the sections header, item will be the section list item that I have created above, so this is good. In terms of data, so I know that via, so I can rename this one, VenueDetails, import is fine. So I know that via navigation props that I receive automatically from React navigation here, but somehow, so let's come back to that, but somehow I will have, I will receive a venue object. I put it empty for now, but I know it's going to come from the navigation props, so we'll come back to that. And then basically here, I will access my menu, venue.menu like so, and I don't need the conditional anymore. So this should be fine. Next, so going back, so I just want to go back to the documentation, passing parameters to it. So this is what I was looking for. Yeah, so as soon as you navigate, you can pass an object with various information to it. So if I go back to my VenueList, under my open action here, so same, I have to accept navigation. So now what I can do is navigate. First argument is the name of the screen where I want to go. And so as a second parameters, I can pass the value that is coming from the function here, the parameters. And I'm using shorthand venue, column venue. Okay, so this should be fine. And on the other side, so I have my navigation props as well. So navigation get param venue, and I believe that it should be enough to be able to access the information. Going back to the router now, I have my VenueDetails here that I need to add to the stack navigator. So I have my VenueDetails. Let's review one last time. All the imports looks fine. I get my venue, my items. I can move the margin a little bit upper, higher. My data, I have section header and section item list. Great. I export it properly, import it into my router, into my stack navigator. That is then imported into my app component. Yeah. So let's see if this is working. So I'm going to open Nautica. Great. So now I access the menu. And I have a back button for free here with the header. So the menu is the same for each venue. You won't see the difference in the dataset, but basically I can access, so I have put in place the navigation where we can see that with the ZList components, so using the ZList components I'm able to have my FlatList, regular FlatList, and a section list to display more details about the information, so you can really see it like that. So at least you see that by using the list I'm able to have both section list and flat list accessible from one single component with a very little effort in terms of props and setup. For the next step, so I'm going to stop here for this video, not to make it too long. I think for the next step I will do some demo about styling, a little bit of style, so to make some promotion about how to use ZStyle to style your components. So I'm going to go into that route. And then, so as I was mentioning in the prior video, I will need at some point to test it with more complex components, see if I can include it with components list area with some animation. So that will be the next step to test this component and before to put it into the library. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.